Some people want a change of policy.
Are you planning tax cuts to save your skin, Prime Minister?
Others want a change of Prime Minister. And that's just within the Conservatives. But Boris Johnson was cheered into the Commons by his MPs today. And the only sustained attack on his leadership came from the other side of the House.
Can the Prime Minister explain if 148 of his own backbenchers don't trust him, why on earth should the country?
In a long political career so far, I have, of course, picked up, barely begun, I have, of course, picked up political opponents all over the place.
Opposition MPs gleefully pointed behind him.
Absolutely nothing and no one, least of all her, is going to stop us with getting on for delivering for the British people.
Many of the rebels who'd called for him to go kept their silence today.
Do you think your colleagues will be backing him?
Whilst others said there was now some time for the Prime Minister to change direction.
We said his confidence vote now, that's behind us for the time being. But the simple truth is the death of 1,000 cuts has been happening. Look at where we are in the polls. Why has that happened? Because we've been going on. It's dragged in other cabinet ministers, dragged in the rest of the government. It's brought the popularity of the whole party down.
And the change many of them would like to see:
cut taxes. I mean, evidence the world over shows that if you lower taxes, you increase prosperity over the medium term. The government needs to rediscover this truth in order to better help the less fortunate in society.
Do you believe the Prime Minister when he says he wants to cut taxes, given that he's been raising them?
Well, let's put it like this. I think government backbenchers are in a very good position at the moment to bend the ear of ministers. Let's hope they listen.
So do they need to serve up fresh policies or fresh leadership? Where better to ask than the Festival of Fresh, where fruit and veg producers were gathered.
I don't understand how we can have a government that's essentially led by somebody who's, I feel, lied to the country.
Is anyone else going to do a better job? Probably not, because they're all politicians.
We're focusing on what happened in a party 12 months ago. Let's put that behind us and get on and help British business.
Boris Johnson may well have another year before the rebels come for him again, but his position remains somewhat delicate.
So over the coming days, the Prime Minister will be working hard to show that he's getting on with the job, and the rebels do seem, for now, to be backing off. But getting them all to do that more permanently will be difficult because they come from different wings of the party. They want different things. Some might want tax cuts, others might want spending on things like levelling up. They have very different views on Brexit. And that diversity, though, makes it more difficult for them to coalesce around a single issue to try and force Boris Johnson out. Instead, they will be relying on events, things like by-election results, making all of this a very unpredictable time for both sides of the Tory party.
Carl Dinnan in Westminster, thank you.